Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, I'm Christina. Thank you for visiting, and if you'd like to be part of the family, which I hope you do, please hit the subscribe button down below. So today I'm going to talk to you about Pop Beauty. So Pop Beauty recently came out with this Poppin brows set. They have powders with a gel and pencils. Now I feel like brows are super important in framing the face. I feel like you can't get a good makeup face without some good brows. I feel like even when you don't wear that much makeup and you're very minimalistic, I think brows are still number one, top of the list, need to be snatched, okay? So they need to be poppin'. Pop Beauty actually sent me this set. They sent me 3 brow duets, which are these, and 3, what are these? Peak Performance brows. They're brow pencils. So shout out to them and thank you so much. But I'm just gonna show you guys what the product is like. I haven't really tested them out besides a swatch, and I've posted those on my stories, but I want to get in more depth with you guys and see if you will like them, if I like them, and we'll find out. So the brow duet is sculpt sparse and unruly brows with pigmented powder and vitamin E infused wax to pop and define brows. Then for the Peak Performance brow, create perfect arches with this ultra convenient, easy to use automatic brow pen with slanted tip that provides foolproof application. Pigment rich formula glides on and stays on. Now these retail for $10 and the pencils retail for $16, which is not that bad at all compared to like Anastasia and Kat Von D. Theirs are what, $20 and up, $22 and up maybe. So their price range is pretty good. So let's start with the pencils. So the pencils are the Peak Performance Brow. They sent me 3 again, and they sent me the shades Taupe Blonde, Deep Ebony, and Natural Brunette. So let me open these up. So these are what they look like. I'm starting with pencils because that's normally how I would start on my brows. I would pencil first and then powder. So with the pencil, this is what it looks like. It has a spoolie on one end, and for the point, it is slanted, which I actually really like when brow pencils have a slanted kind of point. Just because I feel like it gives a better feather effect to the brows, and it's a lot quicker to fill in instead of just like a tiny little point. I feel like they could get a little bit too sharp, the lines, and then it'll take you some time to actually fill in the brow. So I like when it is a point like this. So I'm going to swatch for you. I'm horrible at swatching, but we're gonna roll with it. So right away, it glides on really fast. You can see it's very pigmented. This is the Natural Brunette. And then if I were to, yeah, look, that's so cool. Cause look, it's very pigmented, right? But it's not so stiff that when you use a spoolie, you wanna brush in those like brow strokes. You want it to look realistic. You want the brow hairs to look apparent. So look, if you see here, it was a straight line, and then when I go like this, it starts to give a faded brow hair effect, which I really like. So that was the Natural Brunette. This is Deep Ebony. And you can obviously intensify it. The harder you press, the more you stroke. And then Taupe Blonde. Now this one right here, that is actually the color I would use on my brows. The reason why is I'm not one for, I have already, these are my brows untouched. There's no product in them, there's no pencil, there's nothing on my brows. And as you can see, they're already very dark and they're very thick. So I've got plenty of hair. So all I really want to do, if you hear screaming in the background, that's the kids. There's just some things I cannot avoid. I just like to give it a more shapely and to fill in any areas, but I like to shadow it. I don't want a thick, heavy, dark, bold brow. I like my brows to look as natural as possible, so I like using a very light color to do so. So these are my brows. There's nothing inside. They're a little unruly. So I'm gonna start off with the, I guess we'll do the natural brunette. The deep ebony, which was this one here, is too dark for me. So I'm going to stick with the natural brunette. I'm gonna bring my mirror closer. And obviously I'm going to start off with the spoolie to brush these hairs out. And I like to just underline and just sweep it through. We'll do the same on the top. I'm gonna put a few brow hairs here. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. And then I'll just brush it out. And then you can obviously clean it up with some concealer. This one I'm just gonna brush out so you can see the difference. But you see how this one looks a lot more full. I'm gonna go in here. See? This one just looks a lot more fuller and put together. These are what the brow duets look like. They have a little mini brush, an angled brush, and then this is the powder and this is the wax, and this is Bubbly Blondie. So again, this is the lighter shade. Now I wouldn't really use this to brush into my hairs. I probably would use a darker color, but let me swatch the shades for you. These are the swatches. So for this one, this is the lightest and this is the Bubbly Blonde. And then for the middle one, it is Classic Brunette, which looks just like this, which I feel like would fit most people. And then, which I was super surprised about, is Original Onyx. This is a black, which is this darkest shade here. I'm just surprised about the black, but in a good way, because I don't see many black brow shades. And what's funny is, like, I'm like, who really uses black? And then the other day, a girlfriend I saw was using a black shadow from like an eyeshadow palette. She was using the black in her brows, and I was like, girl, I got you. So they're very pigmented, but I feel like not too much in a good way. You don't want it to be extremely pigmented because you want to be able to feather this out and you want it to be able to look natural. So I am, for both brows, I will go in with the Classic Brunette and I will use this brush. Now it does instruct you to actually use the gel first and then the powder. So I'm just gonna go in with my finger. I'm gonna dig in there, and they are pigmented. Like, they have a pigment to the brow gel, which is cool. So I'm gonna just rub that in there to keep it in place. And I feel like, you see how my finger is not that small, obviously, so it got on my lid. So with this product, if you use the gel, you'll definitely need to clean it up with concealer. So I'm gonna go in with the little brush that it comes with. I'm gonna take some product. Of course, you can use your own brush, and I'm just gonna fill in my brow, and then we will clean it up at the end. If you hear a lot of noise in the background, that's just my kids literally sneaking around. Okay, and then with that, I'm gonna take my spoolie and I'm gonna brush that all together. I don't know if I'm in, and I could feel the wax definitely working. And that just looks so like on point. A little bit too on point for me. And then we'll have to clean up with some concealer. Now I don't have a brush handy, so we're gonna like wing this. Just to clean it up. I'm gonna put on the top as well. Brushes are not that necessary. I'm showing you guys. Whoa. How's that for a brow? Look at that. Look at this one. And then look at this one. Like, this is a brow, you guys. And what I'm gonna do next is I will bleach my brows, make them lighter, and then I'll show you again with the lightest shade. Actually, just bleach my brows. Hopefully you can tell they're a lot softer on my face. They're not as heavy and dark as they were before. I have a video that I will either post probably after this one. So I'm gonna go in with the taupe blonde. I'm gonna do our brows. Okay, so that is exactly how I would do my brows. I'm really glad that I even bleached them for this because I'm very happy. And I love, love, love this whole taupe blondie color. I think it just really, really looks nice. So this is what the lighter set would do to your brows. So I'm actually really, really happy with these products. My only one complaint would probably be that they're actually not waterproof. They actually rinse off really fast. When I had the powder on my hand and I went to go wash it, it literally with one swipe I just cleaned my hand. So I mean, you can look at it both ways. It's easily removable, but they're not waterproof. So I wouldn't be, you know, hanging out at the pool or the beach this summer with them, but they definitely do give you some pop-in brows, so I will give them that. I actually really enjoyed these. Make sure that you head over to their website and check it out for yourself. Between the dark and the light and the black, I mean, they have one for everybody, even if it's just the 3. I love that it's perfect and it's quick to throw in your bag. Like, this set is all you need. Even if you just want the powder and the brow wax, it'll keep your hairs in place. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video.